Good morning. My name is Jay Zaney. I am a federal district court judge for the Eastern District of Louisiana. I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to the attorneys in Columbia, South Carolina for participating in the HELP program and in sharing your God-given talents with the less fortunate in the Columbia community. As attorneys, we're very blessed. We've been given many talents, and we need to use these talents. This is our responsibility to share our God-given talents with the less fortunate. That's why we should do pro bono work, be it participating in the HELP program or participating in other wonderful pro bono legal services. My original goals of the HELP project was to, again, provide free legal consultation services to the homeless. There are many wonderful pro bono legal service providers in New Orleans as well as throughout the country. However, sometimes when you're dealing with the homeless population, 2/3 of whom are mentally ill, they do not necessarily know how to access those wonderful pro bono legal service programs. So it was my idea and the concept of the HELP program, we need to go to the homeless where they are located and offer our services to them. The HELP program has exceeded my wildest expectations. We have over 450 attorneys in the New Orleans area alone who are participating in the program. And since the program was such a success in New Orleans, we have now started programs in 15 other cities throughout the country.
The homeless community is one of the groups that our office serves. However, we recognize that one of the difficulties that the homeless face is access to the services that might assist them.
Catholic Charities already serves the homeless population. We have a clothing closet, and each week we serve about 40 to 50 individuals who come here. So about 160 people come to Catholic Charities who are homeless each month for help. In talking with them, we know there's a variety of problems and obstacles for them to overcome to get off the streets. Something as simple as getting an ID card to getting an expungement from the record just simply so they can find work.
What's so great about having Catholic Charities as the location is that many homeless individuals are already familiar with Catholic Charities, and so will already know that location and be familiar with it. And also, many other participating organizations in this area are also very familiar with the services provided by Catholic Charities. The HELP Clinic is really designed to be sort of a one-stop place for these homeless individuals. What I mean by that is that when they attend the clinic, when they come to the clinic and talk to an attorney, they will be able to leave from the clinic knowing what next step to take. They're not going to find long-term legal representation at the clinic, and the individuals who attend are not going to be referred to a specific attorney from the clinic. What will happen is we will go over the specific issues that they need legal assistance with, and then we will point them in the right direction or give them some basic instructions on how they can resolve the issue on their own. When an individual shows up for his or her appointment time, he'll be greeted by a student from the law school. The pro bono program at the University of South Carolina Law School coordinates student volunteers to assist us with the HELP Clinic. And those students do a sort of intake process with the individuals when they come in and take down the basic information about that person and about the facts of their case, why they have come to the clinic and what assistance they're seeking. Once the student has taken the information from the individual, at that point in time, the student will introduce that person to one of the attorney volunteers, and the attorney will be introduced by his or her first name, so that the individual, I think it helps with some of the intimidation that an individual may have about attorneys in general or just meeting one-on-one with an attorney, that they can speak to that person on a first-name basis.
The people that come in with problems, many of them do not have problems. They're convinced that they do. But we as attorneys know that they do not have problems. And when we share our knowledge with people who think they have problems but do not, it gives them a sense of peace and encouragement. It's similar to a person, if you are convinced that you have a medical problem and you go to a doctor, and the doctor gives you a clean bill of health, you walk out of the doctor's office with a sense of peace. That is the same with many of the people who come in to see us. However, a number of people do have legal problems, but we're not talking about securities issues. We're not talking about complicated trust matters. We're generally talking about legal problems that might be annoying to us, but are life-altering to people in the homeless community. Many of these problems can be resolved by an attorney picking up the phone and calling someone, stating that they are an attorney, and 80% of the time, that's all that is necessary, and a person's life can be turned around completely.
At each of the help clinics, we will have at least one member of the Public Service Committee of the Richland County Bar. That's the organization that puts on the help clinics in conjunction with Catholic Charities. And also, we will have one attorney from legal services present at each of the clinics. So for those attorneys that may not be as familiar with the legal issues that come up at the clinic, they will have at least two resources right there on hand to assist them.
The most surprising thing is how my perception changed of the homeless population once I started working with them. They're just people like you and I, great guys, made some bad decisions or even sometimes been the victim of bad circumstances and get in a situation and things start snowballing and they can't get out. Most of them have a hard time keeping up with their stuff. Their things get stolen, their IDs get stolen, they've got records, and before they know it, they're on the streets, and it sort of becomes a way of life. And a lot of times they just need someone to help them out one step at a time, and we've actually seen it. We've seen a few cases of people slowly, one step at a time, get off the streets, and those are success stories for us, definitely.
My experience with the help clinic has been extremely positive. The individuals that are coming to this clinic are those that are trying to better themselves. They're trying to make a change in their life, to make improvements. And many times that involves getting some legal assistance of some sort. And so the individuals that attend this clinic are very grateful for the assistance they receive. And what's been so neat about it, so rewarding, is that it doesn't take much time. As a participant, I don't spend a big chunk of time when I have volunteered to help, but the reward that I see from the individual that I have assisted is huge, and they're just so thankful to have someone to listen to them and to direct them and to lend a helping hand, to guide them in the right direction while they're trying to get back on track. We hope that those individuals and agencies that work directly with the homeless population will continue to refer those individuals to the help clinic so that they can continue to receive the assistance that is provided. In addition, of course, we do need the volunteers from the Richland County Bar Association, those attorneys, to volunteer their time and expertise at the clinic so that we can continue to assist the homeless population.
Many of us, when we were in law school, were very idealistic and we wanted to change the world. When we got out of law school, we realized that we had to deal with billable hours, we had to deal with young families, and we were not able to reach our ideals. And then when we became middle-aged like myself, we realized, we cannot change the world, and that was very depressing. But then something just triggered in my mind. Although we cannot change the world, we as attorneys can change many people's worlds.